Well, welcome back to the Forest job. Today's game is against Leeds United at Elland Road, but before we get to that, there's news of a win for Nottingham Forest after a run of several games without a win under our belts. We finally got one at home against Brighton and Hove Albion. A couple of goals, first by Guerrero and the second by I can't remember who actually. It was Victor Malejo. That's who it was. Victor Malejo coming good, playing on the left-hand side of the attacking three this time. Centurion needed a little bit of a rest, and so we took the opportunity to give Malejo some game time on the opposite flank to what he's used to. Let's have a quick look. We've had a few little nibbles at some of our players. Daniel Vazzato is going to be leaving for Derby County on the 1st of January. I think we already confirmed that. I had a bid for Nyangbo, which I'm not going to take because reasons. Still trying with him to see whether he might be a player that I can play with. The thing is, I've had some of you guys talk to me about Nyangbo in the comments sections, saying that he's a very good player and that you've had great results with him. And I don't doubt that for a second. The thing is, everybody plays a little bit differently. And Nyangbo may very well be a good player for me in the long term, but I have to learn how to use him. And at the moment, he's not really getting the results that I would like to get out of a player of his obvious ability. I mean, he's right up there with Hernandez on 77. He's definitely a joint best striker, although Cosgrove actually better rated, but we do know that he is, of course, a little bit slower, but very, very strong. And he could be getting some more game time. I've certainly enjoyed playing with Cosgrove when we've been loading the ball into the box from wide areas. We've had excellent results with him. His debut performance coming up with a goal very early on. So I think Cosgrove is going to need to get more game time, and that does probably necessitate the missing out of either Nyangbo or Hernandez, although of course Guerrero is he's doing his best. He's still our starting striker right now. No plans from me to get rid of him at the moment, but we are going to make that transition at some point. We're going to have to because he is starting to lose what made him so great. Frimpong coming in for Zifweek this time round. I would prefer not to have to lose Worrell, but I think we're going to have to. McKenna can come in for him, and Newball. No, you see, Samba's on really great form, so I don't really want to do anything that could jeopardise that for him. Nyangbo's not looking great, so Cosgrove can sit on the bench instead of him, and I think. We'll keep Worrell on the bench in case we need him and hope that we don't. As for captain, I think today's captain is going to be Bramer, I think. Yep, Bramer's been here long enough now, and he's a very good player. So we'll go with that. I think that's going to be it. The transfer window does open soon, and of course we all know what that means. We're going to be getting our hands on young Jack Wilshere, who has agreed a contract with us, and it's just a matter of waiting for the opening of the transfer window for him to come in and actually take his place within the squad. But that's pretty good for us, I think, to start with. Let's go with this from the beginning, and we can change things as and when we need to as we continue to play this game. I completely forgot to tell you where we are in the league. Of course, that win has propelled us back up the table. I think we're somewhere around 8th, but we'll confirm where we are after this match, of course, as we're going through the other results in the league table. So here we are at Elland Road. The Leeds players applauding their home fans. Hopefully we can give our fans something to applaud today after a pretty decent 2-0 victory over Brighton and Hove Albion last time out. It's time to get this train back on the tracks as Kenwyn Phillips plays the ball back to Llorente. He's got Koch playing alongside him. Is it Koch or Koch? I don't know. I remember there was a player in the Premier League not too long ago who was called Twat, which was very funny indeed, especially when he absolutely smashed the ball into the goal. And the commentator just yelled at the top of his voice, "Twat!" Okay, here's Lolly on the right-hand side. Guerrero making a run, will feed the ball into him, but he's going to have to hold it up. Does a very good job of holding it up. Here's Centurion. Has Willems on the support on the left-hand side. He's out here now. He's just going to have to cut back. Here's Arcas. Kabayi has a little pot shot. Didn't get too much behind it. And Kiko Casilla able to pick up the ball relative ease. That's not a very good distribution from the goalkeeper, though. Centurion picks it up from Willems. Here's Willems again, trying to get it back into Centurion, but it's not going to manage it. Inside to Arcas, into Kabayi. Is he going to have another shot? He is. And it's not too far wide. I tell you what, it'll be unfortunate if he doesn't get his name on the scoring sheet sooner rather than later here, because he keeps getting himself into these good attacking positions. There is an argument that he could have played Lolly or Guerrero through there, but obviously he decided against it and instead wanted to get the shot away as Casilla restarts play again, and Busquets is beaten to the ball in the air. He's not the tallest, and that's one thing that you can probably hold against him, is the fact that as a defensive midfielder, if the ball is played up in the air, he's probably going to get beaten. Right, here's Willems. He's in a good position here to play a through ball into Centurion. He finds him. Into Lolly. Tries for the shot. Killick is able to get onto him. And here's Frimpong on the other wing. Can he find a good cross? Well, it's blocked. Wins a corner. He was tracked down very quickly. Willems with the corner kick. In swinger, Guerrero near post, can't get to it. Busquets is going to try and beat Rafinha to the ball. Manages to somewhat get it to McKenna through a little bit of a ricochet. Here's Busquets into Lolly. Wasn't sure what he wanted to do with the ball there. Guerrero near post. Oh, it's nearly so very good, but nearly isn't quite good enough for Nottingham Forest here. Look at this from Lolly. He does a 180 and then does another one. He did a full spin, and that header not as far away as it initially looked from the first angle. See, Busquets is just beaten to the ball in the air there because he's paired against an attacking midfielder with some height to him. Lolly! Oh, it's a great headed goal from Lolly. And Jetro Willems will get the assist there, and doesn't he deserve it? Brilliant movement down the left-hand side. The attacking intent was very obvious from the get-go. You see the 1-2. Well, it wasn't quite a 1-2, but still plays the ball into the box. And now, convention would say Lolly should be aiming that header at the opposite corner. And we'll see why, because Casilla is very close. Closer to the right than he is the left, but Lolly, confident in his ability to head the ball, knocks it into the near post, and maybe that's what wrong-footed the goalkeeper, because normally you would back him to save a shot like that. It didn't exactly have the most power behind it, and he was close enough that he probably should have got his hand to it. The goalkeepers union, of course, will not thank me for saying that at all. Here's De Bock. Rodrigo, Leeds United looking to get back into it. Frimpong's having none of it, and away he comes. And he's going to play the ball through to Lolly. Oh, it's a bad ball. He's still a young player, Frimpong. He will improve over time, and hopefully one of the things that will improve is his passing at pace. Here's Rafinha. Tricky player on the wing. Faciano into Klich. Now Rodrigo. Edmondson. And the numbers game has actually not paid off for Nottingham Forest here, because the referee has decided that Edmondson was fouled on the edge of the area. Busquets and Bremer, two players that should be able to get the job done by themselves, but in unison, the referee has decided it was unfair physicality, and Rafinha has got a very good chance to bring Leeds level here. But the wall does its job. It will go out, I think, for a throw into Leeds. Yep, there's De Bock there, picking the ball up, looking for options, and eventually plays it to Rodrigo, very nearly losing it there. Kabayi's lost it. Talking of losing the ball, Rafinha. Forest just can't get hold of it at the moment. Very good play in and around the box by Leeds. Rafinha, great tackle by Frimpong. Arcas on the break. And now Centurion. Oh, no. Tried to just go around the player and unfortunately didn't time it right at all. And instead he ended up just giving it back way too easily. Run himself into a bit of a cul-de-sac there, did Centurion. Kabayi to Centurion again. Oh, it's a great save by Casilla. Going to be another corner for Nottingham Forest here. Good movement from Centurion. He released the ball and then immediately thought about where he could put himself to be best attacking wise. And the ball was played through to him, inch perfect. In the end, it was just the finish that was lacking, as Willems looks to deliver another dangerous in-swinging ball. Casilla gets to it. Willems will get to the ball first, I think. Yes, he does. Here's Busquets. Centurion looking to thread a delicate little ball through the middle. Can't quite manage it. And, oh, the physicality of Bremer. He tackled his own man there and lost the ball. It's a real shame because that was lovely play by Bremer. Oh, Willems, great tackle. And now Guerrero. Centurion, can he get... Oh, there's a foul off the ball. I was going to say that Campins there, I think, was being a little bit overly grapply. But the earlier foul called back and Guerrero was just taken out off the ball there. I think, again, it's collision detection rather than actual foul play, but there we go. So Willems to restart play, and it's going to be a short pass to Busquets alongside him. Here's Frimpong. Back to Busquets again. Here's Arcas. Centurion. I think that ball was meant for Willems, but they'll deal with it nonetheless. Here is Willems looking for the cross. Taken out by the first man. And there's the half-time whistle. Nottingham Forest go into the half-time break. 1-0 to the good here at Elland Road. It's been a good game of football so far. Seen a lot more from Forest than we have from Leeds. But Leeds very nearly getting themselves back into it with that lone chance. Let's have a look at the game plan, see if there's anything we can do a little bit better here. Pretty happy with the defence at the moment. McKenna's not really been tested. Johan Kabayi, now he's a right-footed player playing on the right-hand side, and that means he's always going to cut in on his other foot. I'm just wondering, they are both right-footed. I wonder if maybe if I put Kabayi on the left-hand side, because he's got a wicked shot on him, whether that might help him in the long run. We're going to give that a go, certainly. And I fully expect, with the form of Malejo at the moment, I fully expect to see him come on in the second half. And it probably won't be that long until we see him. Happy with how we're playing, but we could, of course, be playing better. Here's Willems, lots of space on the left-hand side. Plays it inside for Centurion, but doesn't get the pass right. Lolly out to Frimpong, who slightly overruns the pass. Not really any support for him, so he plays it back inside to Kabayi. Arcas, Kabayi again, right-footed this time. Oh, and that's a close one. It's almost like this team are determined to get Kabayi on the score sheet. But the space opened up, and it was begging for it, really. Casilla able to cover both posts very quickly. So I think it's going to have to be a powerful effort rather than a placed one, as Kabayi gives the ball away to Rafinha here. And now Leeds looking to make the best of this rare foray into the Forest half. It's a good long ball over the top. It's just slightly too heavy. It goes out for a goal kick. We'll go very short this time, see what Leeds bring. Well, Rafinha didn't exactly close the man down as quickly as he could have, so we've been given a bit of a get out of the jail free card there. Arcas into Frimpong. This is a good position here for Frimpong. Oh, that's lovely for Guerrero. He can't quite get to it before the goalkeeper. Very good goalkeeping by Kiko Casilla. And good defending by Willems. Ah, no, I wanted to get it over to Lolly, and I couldn't do it. Should have played a heavier pass. Good physicality from Frimpong. And again, he wins the ball. Defensively, there's no flies on this guy. Lorente, Koch, De Bock, plays it down the left wing to Rodrigo. I think Frimpong had a little bit of an unfair nibble there, but he's gotten away with it because Leeds retained possession. Goalkeeper's going to collect, and that attack rather fizzled out for Leeds United. Cabaye and Busquets in midfield, running things somewhat. Oh dear, Busquets though has given it away, and this could be a counter-attack. Edmondson's on the ball, he's going to outstrip McKenna for pace. Oh, it's a brilliant tackle by McKenna, but he's given it away. Oh, it's an equaliser. What an absolute nightmare. McKenna's efforts thrown away in an instant by an awful short-sighted pass. What was I thinking there? But what a tackle there by McKenna. Goodness gracious me. And then Bremer, under pressure from the man, right on top of him, gives it away. And it's an easy finish for Edmondson. And after all of that hard work and the heroics of the centre-back, we've given away a really cheap equaliser. McKenna's going to be absolutely furious. Well, here's Arcas. Frimpong running outside him, and he gets the ball back. Can Frimpong deliver a cross here? No, he puts it out of play. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, he's young, he'll learn. Busquets might not win this. No, he doesn't. It's good play. Arcas really becoming quite the all-round midfielder. Doesn't mind getting his foot in. He's tall enough that he can win headers as well. Very impressed with him during his time at the club. Well, that's not a good ball. Edmondson out to Rodrigo. What can Leeds do here? Nothing, because Bremer is all over him. That's a lovely ball over to Centurion. He can't get to it. But it was a lovely flighted ball. Excellent weight. I've completely forgotten about those substitutions that I was threatening. What a header from Frimpong. I'll make those substitutions right now. And I think we will see Victor Malejo on for Lolly at right wing forward. Thinking about Cosgrove as well, actually. Maybe we'll hold off just for the time being. Everything else I'm pretty happy with. Willems is looking very tired, so maybe Ribeiro's going to have to come on for him. Other than that, no complaints really. Willems. Here's Centurion. Oh, he's tackled too easily. But Cabaye gets the ball back. Lovely stuff from Johan Cabaye. Here's Willems. Now Arcas. Back to Cabaye. Arcas. Cabaye. Hits it. Oh, it's gone wide again. We're going to have to give up on Cabaye scoring a goal in this game, you know. He's got a lovely shot on him, but the times he manages to get it on target are very few and far between. I think it's time to load things up here. We'll change the formation. And Cosgrove is going to come on to partner Guerrero up front, who is also going to be a centre forward. And let's see if a little enlarged partnership can do the trick for us here. Five minutes left. That's a good win from Ribeiro. Plays it into Arcas, who finds Centurion. He's done his man. Inside to Arcas. Through ball to Cosgrove. Oh, he just tried dragging it back and he couldn't quite make it. Problem is Cosgrove really... Oh dear, Edmondson's through. Brilliant, brilliant from McKenna. You love to see it. But I think that might have been the last chance. Cosgrove not really with... Yeah, there we go, the full-time whistle. Cosgrove doesn't have the pace really to go through on goal like that. So I was trying to drag the ball back and hopefully play it off to a player who could help build with more in front of him. It didn't really work out for us there. So a 1-1 draw at the end of the game. Not the best result. Certainly not the result that we were hoping for. But if it hadn't have been for that really poor moment in defence, I think we could have been onto a winner there. Yohan Cabaye doing very well. I'll be interested to see what his stats were in the game. We dominated things attacking-wise. 8 shots, 4 on target. Only the 1 goal to speak of, though. We need to be a little bit more lethal when we're given the opportunities. Of course, most of those shots off target would have been Cabaye's. So Cabaye getting a 6.5. It's not too bad for a player who didn't get a single shot on target. Raul Centurion. Oh dear, 5 out of 10. Didn't have a very good game at all, but you see Joe Lolly there getting the man of the match award, and yeah, I can see that. So here's the rest of the results from today's games. Brighton and Hove Albion going down to another loss, this time against Manchester City. Same score line at Fulham, where Liverpool went to win 4-2. Norwich winning 1-0 against Southampton, and a 1-1 draw between West Ham and Burnley. Manchester United 1, Leicester 0, Crystal Palace 4, Aston Villa 0, Chelsea beating Newcastle United by the same scoreline. And well, Arsenal at home given a right old hiding by Everton, 3-0 for the visitors there. And Tottenham and Wolves sharing a point and the goals, 1 goal apiece. So, where does that leave us in the table? Well, we're still in 8th position, so not too bad at all. We are a win away from the top 6. We're 3 points behind Chelsea and 4 points behind Arsenal, 5 behind top 4 place, with Tottenham in the 4th spot in the league. Really looks like a ding-dong two-way battle between Manchester City and Liverpool for the title this season. Still see our goals for are not quite matching up to the other teams above us, but we are looking a lot healthier than some of the teams below us in terms of goals for, so very happy about that. We'll see how we do as the season continues, of course, but that is as usual it for the match today. We'll come back next time when the transfer window has opened, and we'll get to have our first look at Jack Wilshere in a Nottingham Forest shirt. So that's probably going to be, oh dear, against Manchester City of all teams. Well, We always did think that we played better against the big teams. I think it's time that we prove it. Until next time, though, thank you very much for watching. If you're new and you enjoyed this, remember you can always subscribe to the channel to see when new videos come out. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. I'd very much like to see if people did enjoy the video. And until next time, thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.